Hello, and welcome back. It's Poe. We are once again going back into Control. We're going to try and find some more of these letters, but also we're going to go over to the Panopticon. And just see what we have going on here. Here, the Panopticon and the medical wing. Oh, we're in logistics right now. So if we head in the direction of security, that should bring us to the medical wing. There's like an upstairs area to the right, I think. Something like that over here. Nah, this ain't it. Where? On the other side. Here we are. There's something to cleanse here, I think. If I remember right. Oh. How lovely. No more of that orb. Thank you. Ah! Where's the other node? There's one more node we need to deal with. Oh, it's in there through that door. Is that it? Yep, that looks like it. What do we have up here? Nothing? There's a weird ass hand, but it doesn't look like anything for us to directly interact with. What do we... The hand chair. Oh. I mean, that's what we need to cleanse. It's right up there. Well, let's look at mold autopsy. The deceased was a redacted, with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold. To an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits, the procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death: mold ingestion. Refer file 5-94-2716 for full report. Oh, there we go.
Easy peasy.
Sealed threshold hall. We have a couple other locations to go to. I need to find out where those other letters are. I thought there was a high clearance level area around here. Is it up there? No. Oh my goodness. So I was out getting coffee today, right? Like, coffee sounds pretty good. I don't drink it all that often. I went to a Starbucks near me. And across the street, so the Starbucks is in this like little strip mall, right? And across the street, there's another portion of the strip mall. There's this sign outside that was like written. It's like a whiteboard, like dry erase marker. And this sign caught me totally off guard when I was going over to leave because I was exiting the parking lot. And I look at it, and it's this it's like pants, right? But it's pants with like a little hot dog, for lack of a better term, a wiener sticking out of like the crack area in the pants if somebody had like a plumber's crack. Anyways, it was like an advertisement for this place called Schnitzen Pants. Who the fuck names their restaurant Schnitzen Pants? Dude. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Where's this traffic light, by the way? Anyways, I thought it was pretty funny. I was sitting there laughing for a hot moment. Is that a secret area? I think that might be a secret area. Unless we can run over there. Can we run? No, we can't. Alright, I guess I'll go check out the secret area. Man, there ain't nothing here. Okay. The traffic light, please. There's a rogue in archives. I haven't gone into here yet. My other one, I have Pierce. Oh, wow. Would you eat at a restaurant called Schnitzen Pants? I think I'd give it a try. Run from me. We got crazy ass mean evil thing. You Cloud or whatever it's called over there. There's no way. Where's this stupid orb? Okay. And I don't think I can destroy that thing. hate that cloud thing. Because it makes it so I can't, like, freely explore in the way that I prefer to. What do we got? Anything back here? Oh, wait, here's something. Panopticon Containment Procedures Proposal. In this proposal, this is by Langston, the supervisor, I'd like to explore the matter of containment policy. When an altered item enters the oldest house, we thoroughly investigate any possible combination of actions or words or material that will prevent the item from applying its altered effect. However, I work with these entities every day, and I have good reason to believe that a less convoluted form of containment is possible. The items crave redacted. If we initiate a series of redacted, praising the items, or perhaps incorporating their images into pieces of redacted, that can be visited throughout the Bureau, I believe the altered items would behave without needing to resort to redacted or redacted, which only lead to the items feeling mistreated. If we treat them like criminals, we can't be surprised when they try to escape. Refer to file 4-83-4382 for full report. He's empathizing with them. That it for what's up here? It sure seems like it. The thing is making a mighty gigantic mess. I hope it can't come up here. Oh, threshold kids.
TV! Let's watch Jokers in space! It's not safe! But Star Captain Hero! Can I poke it with a stick? Okay. Bureau rule number 74. Always be suspicious of things that weren't there before. What?
What?
Looks safe to me. Dockers in space! Wait, it's not even plugged in!
Oh. Captain Hee-Haw, why? What? Didn't even say it. I couldn't hear it. That looks like it for this area. Okay, so it can come upstairs, which sucks. For us. Because, we don't want it upstairs. There's a good chance to go look around downstairs. Seek shelter. Okay. In just a moment. What's through here? Oh, a shelter. How perfectly timed. I still need to go back up to the second floor and look at that area that I didn't check out yet. Oh, come on, man. Okay. No, you're supposed to come downstairs. Alright, whatever, this works. Gotta collect all the materials we can. I think there's one more grip called Surge that I haven't made yet. I don't know if there's more after. Surge. Why did the enemies respawn? It's most unfortunate. You guys fight that thing. Oh. Sure is making a mess up there. Oh! Fucker! Scare the shit out of me, dude. Are you done? Goodness! There's quite a few of them. Is that it for down here? Sure looks like it. I think we're done here. Time to go back to Panopticon. There we go. Speed up the airlock a bit. Sure? Thank you. Alright. Now, on to floor 3. Not high enough. Where is our... Excuse me? Where was my jump? Thank you. I gotta find this traffic light. Nothing here. I can hear something back there, though. Nothing. Where is the traffic light? Do we have any information other than just this? That's just a clean. Japanese paper lantern, sealed threshold hall. Where's the sealed threshold hall? And containment. Now, sealed threshold hall. Maintenance, his nodes. Come on, man. Trying to figure out where this hall is. Oh no, I'm trying to find the traffic light. That's the maximum security. I don't need that. I need the sealed threshold hall. Now, where is that? Fortified unit. Are you over here? There's the fridge. I don't know. Huh. Alright. We'll, we're gonna not focus on this quest for now, because it's taking a little too much time. Let's see. Now, where are the hiss nodes that I need to destroy? Here at the power plant. Are they up above? It sure seems like it. One. Oh, hello. You're not so friendly, are you? Okay. Kind of getting the hang of this. I just gotta find the other two. And then we're done. These guys are the scariest. Okay, enough. Where are the other hiss nodes? Stop playing with me. Yeah, I'm done playing with you. Okay. Let's go find our control point. Yeah, we'll just keep going on the main story for now. Do I have one? Nice. In charge mode. I don't like that. Transit. Right? Yeah. We can cross the turntable. And I think when we cross the turntable, we go towards the direction of the paper lantern from that other quest as well. So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, be quiet. Alright. Over there making all that noise. Unnecessary. Now, begs the question. Why do I keep getting a pop-up for that location? I can't go there. Huh. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Dylan's gonna be the final enemy? Knock it off. I am kind of getting that vibe that Dylan's gonna be the last enemy, which is no good. But looks like Jesse's ready to live with that reality if that's the case. So. Ow? How am I supposed to get into there? Huh? Am I supposed to? Oh. Okay. I've probably missed so many secret things not knowing I could do that throughout this, like, to this point in the game. Huh. Alright, so we got another one of the little power puzzles. They're not really puzzles, just power things. So a long time ago, there was a jet designed where its wing would kind of sit like this because it was very aerodynamic, and it would let it it was like an efficiency thing, and when it got up to speed in the air, the wings would move and rotate over, you know, time as it was getting up to speed to sit, you know, horizontal or perpendicular to the fuselage of the jet. I forget what it was called. It was very odd looking. Maybe I can find a picture of it and put it up. There's a weird concept. Interesting though. No, I want the cube. There we are. floor 2 is the ordinary AWE. I wonder what that plane is. Now I've been thinking, when I beat this game, what should I play next? Should I play Darkwood? These are the Painful. Or Pathologic 2. If you have a preference, please leave it in the comments. I'd appreciate the input. Oh, hey. Just let my energy refill real quick. Why shoot when I can just launch stuff, you know? And it literally just does the job but better. What the? Airplane evaluate. I think this is it. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Redacted AWE case file Redacted for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel Special Access Redacted. For more information on Tunnel Redacted and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and Redacted, see File 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for Redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to File 9-12-8371 for full report. Alright. Time for the slide projector. Are you ready for this, Jesse? What the? Ordinary AWE, Stage 1.A. Dump. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. I was Dylan Faden and Jesse Faden. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. Was mean. He had asthma. Tom. Note likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddy. Note likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by his name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation, house. Beep, beep.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows.
Can you be quiet?
Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, we found out. I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits.
Brother?
They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, Colin.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they say. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, Colin. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Oh no, he's pushing his...
You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
What the? He didn't even listen to the caller, dude. He just wanted to say his own stuff. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP-15 case file and Darling presentations redacted for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews redacted and prime candidate program files redacted. Ordinary, Maine.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Thank you, Dr. Darling. Ordinary AWE, Stage 4.A, Town Proper Witness Testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee and Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog. But I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand, SID-36, is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity. Designation, Dog Neil, EID-19930. Dog Neil. Neil got that dog in him. Was it you guys that were making all that noise while I was trying to pay attention? And this. Goodness me, that is so much better. Alright.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. To tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but
Roberts was the guy he killed.
I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know!
Oh my-
There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Well, maybe you should show a little empathy to the person that you have trapped in a cell. Just saying. Ordinary AWE Stage 2-Sled Hill Cave. Witness testimonies. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide, we called it, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter. Something very dark. The Knot Mother lived there with her babies? Children? I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Knot Mother. EID-19928. I'm enjoying learning more about these other entities. It's very interesting. Should we just upgrade spin to max? No. I want to do grip. Oh. Ordinary stage, AWE stage 1.B dump, witness testimonies. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There's a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. Must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting. And then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide. That's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. So it sounds like Neil got stuck in the meadow and started melting and turned into a dog because it made his dream become a reality.
It's all
home, our school, the woods, the dump.
There's definitely a boss fight in here. No way there isn't. Stage 2, stage 1. Huh. Oh, what'd I tell you? Become mine. You become mine as well. Where is that enemy? Oh, there it is. Bye-bye.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
I don't know. But I know that we have way too many mods, and I deal with them. Rarity. Get rid of anything that's rarity 2 and 1. I just don't need it. It's too low. Easy as that. Recoil stuff I don't care about. I'm not going to use rate of fire. And zoom I don't care about. And then here, additionally, just the low rarity mods. Can them. They're worthless. I'll look at this other stuff later.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked.
Another
By
therapy
Thomas Zane?
session.
Yes.
Thomas Zane! That's
Even
Alan Wake!
the shadow you settle for. There's a miracle illuminated. I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane. What? I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see
Well,
things. Maybe you wrote it yourself? I didn't.
They aren't the
No
same
matter.
guy, but Thomas Zane created
You've said
Alan
a
Wake.
few times that you
So.
feel like
And they
there's a
look
piece of
they
you
look the
missing.
same.
Can we talk about that? Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost. It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead. No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it. You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood? Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things. Jesse, it felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary. The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused. No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan. Jesse. No!
Just see.
It was a cover-up. The government knows about it.
Imagine
Agents there. Agents from...
being a therapist for
I
the
don't know
FBC and just being a
exactly.
professional
Dylan.
gaslighter.
I'll find them. I won't stop looking.
It's literally what this chick
Dolores
is.
wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen. Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
I don't know. I think that therapist needs to take the L, you know. turntable transit corridor. Like this area got shut down. Not many offices.
The whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
That's crazy. Dump cessation of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed off at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. I bet you there's going to be those annoying things that chase me around and I can't do anything about down there. Let's see. Wolf Globe. Oh, the item was found in the penthouse suite at Redacted, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who is being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. See case 13-HQ-37. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including Redacted, and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Supplementary materials. Article from the Toronto Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's simping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. Apparently not. Apparently not. No more orb. Those orbs are the worst. Major targets research? What do you mean? I'm busy right now, dude. Hey, you knock it off. That's what I thought. Handled. I hear them screaming beneath me, but they can't get to me. Where's the last one? What the? Who do you think you are?
We should check that lab.
Hidden trend. I wonder if that's the new thing for Surge. Oh wow, a lot of remote thoughts. We could get Grip 3 pretty soon here. That would be nice. I wouldn't be upset about that. I wonder if Surge is like an electrical beam. That could be interesting. Rebirth. Greatest hits. Oh, it's the Old Gods of Asgard. I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods of album. I became a huge fan instantly. So Thor and Odin Anderson. who also had altered world events. They're paranaturally gifted within the Alan Wake universe, live around Colgan Lake, and are blood relatives to Saga Anderson, the other main character of Alan Wake 2, are in this band. That is their band. And the song that's in the performance in Alan Wake 2, is done by them. And that sequence in the game is just, it's just a 10. Hands down. PRID 26.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Oh shit. Finish Tango. A dark place. What is that? What do we have here? Oh, we have an entrance right back to transit sector. Okay, now stop being weird. Alright. Now, should I get the thing that lets me launch more stuff? Don't got enough ability points, so I'm not getting the thing that lets me launch more stuff. I get more energy. I think that's what I'll do. Astral Constructs, Grip 3? No! We need one more remote thought. No! Where do you get that? I'll upgrade that just because I'm here and I can. I don't want to use the untapped potential on it. I need one more remote thought. Where am I going? Let's look at missions. Alright, let's do that really quick. Okay. Alright, next guy. Easy as that. Where do I get the remote thought? I just need one more. And then I'm done. I want to look at that. Central Executive. Let's see.
Good luck out there.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there.
Oh.
reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
Okay.
Let's check this out.
It's Alan Wake telling us to check it out. Even better. I'm excited. I think this is the DLC area. Ooh!
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
We got a bunch of lore stuff. Missing agents. 2017. Mr. Kirkland. Here are latest agents confirmed missing. Presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor. Researcher Ezra Cruz. Agent Caroline Dempsey. Agent Lindsay Malcolm. Agent Charles Murray. And Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Burrow Tractor. AI82-KE. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries, head. A. Lacerations, left ear/cheek. Blunt force injuries, extremities. Dislocation, right knee. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Extensive trauma, abdominal region. Complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Man, lots of lore. To whom it may concern, it is with my great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our redacted, who's routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The redacted has failed its agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Ooh. What's going on there, dude? Firebreak that way. Sector head office. Opposite direction. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases. And yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filling the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Lots going on here. Lot to unpack. Official finding report. Read. Dr. Casper Darling. Internal confidential. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D-084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during the investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's code name to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend investigation into redacted research. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into. What's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. So, Agent Alex Casey is actually the agent that works with Saga Anderson. During the events of Alan Wake 2. But from what I understand, it's more of a coincidence. They aren't really the same person. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them there. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case. That was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are causalities, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off, and maybe get the comms guy, working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Kino. Wow, a lot more stuff to read. Give me that cube.
Now that gate should open.
Item is not in Bureau custody. None known. This is the tractor. A Frank Elk tractor. Olive green. Dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses, or growls, and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Evo Tractor. Official findings. Read the Prime Candidate Program, Internal Confidential. For authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program redacted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic redacted and redacted brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic redacted of a paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be redacted immediately. Refer to file 9-82-013644 report. Okay. So maybe the investigations department got shut down because they were trying to get rid of the Prime Candidate Program. I don't know. It all seems a little sus to me. Oh, Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. Why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? That's not up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is a staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on redacted Lake, Cauldron Lake, if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigation agents. It's only a matter of time before this redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. So at the beginning of Alan Wake 2, you actually go to the FBC's, monitoring station. You walk by it and they're working on it when you first start it. For authorization of Mr. Kirkland, Redacted was launched into the Redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in Redacted witnessed in Director Trench included an aggressive Redacted when Redacted with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable Redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the Redacted kept inside of the slide projector. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's Redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any Redacted, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file Redacted for full report. I was from Trench. Kirkland. I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they've admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate Program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You're choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Ooh. A lot of interpersonnel problems here coming to light. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request offered Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to file 7-08-5286 for full report. Oh, so her and Dr. Darling got something going on, huh? Okay. That explains why she was acting that way. Alright, that makes some more sense. I get it now. I need to take a drink before I read another one of these. Goodness. Ugh. Official findings report. Incident A-49. The purpose of internal investigation X-039-7 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspected human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the redacted of redacted, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1, the air filters were changed, and 2, an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Wake, entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview number 65-F-124. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the redacted investigation is ongoing. Refer to file 6-23-0721 for full report. Beep beep. Okay. Do we have a new construct that we can make because of the thing? No. One more remote thought. One more. That's it.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened.
No, nothing happened here, Jesse. Come on. Paracriminal Profile, the Blessed Organization. This group/individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades. Perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Refer to file 7-39-0922 for full report. I'm going to throw a charge on. I'm just going to try it out since I have it upgraded. I can get rid of that. Rid of that. That. Rid of that. Get rid of that. I'll just do that. Oh.
Each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to...
Spiral.
I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
at the end of the first game, Alan Wake finds out he's trapped in a spiral, not a loop. Not a circle, I mean.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role, a character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. I found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing.
You found a
Oh,
way.
okay, so this is them trying to get out of the dark place.
I don't. Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there.
Oh, the double is
See?
Scratch.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
So Thomas Zane wrote Alan Wake as a character into existence to help him escape the dark place. The dark place.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
The dark place.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
He was a poet originally, but he wrote himself to be a filmmaker because being an author gives you more power to change reality within the dark place. And you need to be able to exhibit more control to write the story better for yourself.
Dr. Emil Hartman was devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman, broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay, so it seems like Emil Hartman was devoured by whatever this entity is that came out of the dark place, potentially. And then he was further altered by the hiss. Okay. Can I go over here? Smushed.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned.
My favorite.
Wake want me to come here.
Hooray! Hooray! Did you see something move over there, dude? Oh, I did. There's a bunch of stuff moving. Oh my gosh, the most horrifying thing of all. The gigantic bathrooms with the tiny sinks. No!
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
I mean, we're safe where it's light, right? I don't know if the same rules apply. I don't know if there's anybody here that's gonna be taken. Okay. Oh, goodness. That's not too bad. That's not, I mean, it could be worse. Ow. Okay, you know what? This stuff's just better.
Of course, the Hisser are.
Service tunnel. Let's see. Foot gossip. Hello. My feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Thank you. Very insightful, educational, useful information. Hartman Emil. Official arrest report. Offender's name, Emil Hartman. Victim names, Wake, Allen, Anderson, Tor, Anderson, Odin, redacted. Lane Rudolph, Isol Wendy, Emerson Thomas, redacted. Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges, Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation. Code 74, breaching of the Ash Act. Additional notes. Offender's property seizes evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analyses. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers, due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. I remember who he is. So, Dr. Hartman was a therapist that Alice wanted Alan Wake to see and talk to, because Alan Wake was having their marriage was having issues. He was having a lot of writing block and issues and problems with that in the first game. But Emil Hartman was working with the Dark Place, trying to... How do I open this? Like, he was trying to use take advantage of these people that were paranaturally gifted and were creators, because Tor and Odin, right? You have to be somebody that creates, like an author or a screenwriter or Tor and Odin musicians.
Whoa.
To be able to take advantage of the power
Gotten a little wild.
of the Dark Place to change reality. And Emil Hartman was trying to take advantage of these guys as their therapist so he could use them to gain power from the Dark Place. Pretty fucked up. I would give him like a 3 out of 5 if I was rating his therapy office on Google. So, you know, kind of not chill. This shatter sucks. This thing sucks. Do I need like a damage boost on it or something? Let's try that. Let's take spin. Get rid of that. Level 3 damage boost. Let's put shatter on and put that damage boost on shatter. And see if it does any better.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Give me that.
Burns it away, huh? Makes
Show
sense.
me the champion of blood. I'll just keep this light with me for the time being. I'm going here because we got the mushroom stuff. Yeah. We can handle this place. Shaded facet. Give me that back. I wanted a flashlight in this game for so long, dude. To help me see. I ain't giving it up now. I keep calling it mushroom, but it's just fungus. I guess they're the same thing, but I don't know. What the? Piece of junk. Baby, baby, baby. I only have one ability point. That ain't doing much for me, Chief. Seize duration. Nah. Surge! There it is! We need a confiscated motive. Surge fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered or if their timer expires. That's all we need. We need one more and then we can get the new thing. Filing and processing Firebreak. Operations Center, active investigations. That's where we just were.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
Oh no. Man, this is kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Oh, a nice bright bathroom.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
What the? A bunch of misers, dude. What the heck? Stop! Stop scaring me.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint power on the front desk. Results are varying at best. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think. Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
Bro is going through it. Go ahead.
The recording better work this time, or I swear to God, What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC.
Oh, what's going
Move
on?
away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Is he still going? Kirkland. So you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Wanna know what I call that? Bullshit! Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. How they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension, see if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. This is Autis stuff.
Wednesday are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, bloating, depression. Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody system. Like dark but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
Is that the thing? Nope. Interagency Cooperation Decision. NASA. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement in 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the Black Rock lighting, now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of Black Rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Redacted will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Refer to file 3-81-4812 for full report. What is this? A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in redacted Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. A. There's a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. B. These criminal individuals do not seem to be aware of the items' paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. C. The motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Refer to File 5-12-0221 for full report. Get this box out of here, dude. I need that. Nice. What if I just, do that? A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE is spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. Event response. Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, response team on site was able to respond to the train incident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. A lot to read again. Paranatural entity A-010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive, redacted, consisting of three known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals. Human bodies, redacted by the Shadow, these individuals become notably more aggressive but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals. See AWE-35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an redacted. Refer to File 6-34-1923 for full report. Sounds like the Alan Wake.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete.
The Taken.
This void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Yeah, in the original game, Alan Wake was not happy meeting Dr. Hartman. He was quite displeased with Dr. Hartman as a whole. Give me yourself. You belong to me. This thing is much stronger with a damage boost. Alright, so we got a bunch of side missions for this area too, right? Oh my gosh, containment personnel. Protection, go to the ordinary town model. I think I need to actually do that. Because I think that can get me the last remote thought that I need, because the remote thoughts drop there. So I can get grip 3 if I do that. Which I would very much like to have. So let's go get that done really quick and then come right back. Okay. I can't fail this one. Give me yourself. Maybe I should use some points on the C's stuff. Because the C's things are pretty strong. Where is this thing? I dodged it, and you know it. Where'd she go? Give me some health points. Thank you. What? Oh man, that fucking guy got blown up, dude. And I didn't get a remote thought. I did! Yeah! Upgrade. Oh, and we can make surge. Nice. Alright, let's fast travel back to... Where were we? Investigations. Are we in the operations corridor? Sector head office? Abandoned office? I think we were in the operations corridor. Yes, this is where we were. Okay, we have grip. Let's do that. And you take off that. Urge time. Damage boost the surge. Okay. It's pretty cool. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to call it here for today. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I'm excited to keep doing it. I think this is the DLC. I'm psyched to keep checking this area out. I don't know if it is or not, but it has been great so far. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Can't wait to see you on the next episode and continue exploring the investigation sector. Anyways, for now though, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.